All right, we're going to try to work some magic here. We got Dirk Guidry, Councilman, District 8 on the phone, Parish President Gordon Dove on the desk, Tony Alfred, the levy president on the desk. Congressman Garret Graves now is joining us via Skype. And Congressman, so we got a good audience here. We're going to lead off with you. How's the caravan going and how's the visits going? What are you seeing?
Well, thanks, Martin. Really excited to be joined by Congresswoman Julia Ledlow. And we've been traveling around in St. Helena Parish. We've been in Livingston Parish, and now we're headed over to Tangipahoa. It's been interesting talking to local leaders about what they're seeing, what their needs are. A lot of wind damage up in this area, and folks dealing with the loss of electricity and water. And so just trying to meet their needs, going to pod sites and making sure they have the resources that they need. But as I imagine, as we head further south, you can see very different conditions with storm surge problems that, in addition to the wind, that I think introduce some pretty devastating consequences.
Yeah, Congresswoman, have you seen anything like this as you're touring? Is there any other storm that you can compare this to, or is this a whole new deal for you?
It's basically a whole new deal, Mark. We did experience quite a bit of issues after Hurricane Laura in my district last year, but this is just on a whole new level. And I appreciate Congressman Graves pouring me around to show me the devastation. We share a few parishes, so I really appreciate him bringing me along so I can see it for myself.
Okay, and I have the parish president here. We've been asking the parish president. He was giving y'all some kudos a little bit before in this segment. And so, Gordy, y'all been working with the congressional districts and everything. How's that cooperation been?
Yes, it's been great. Garret Graves, Steve Scalise, and the rest of the delegation have been in touch with me constantly. And Garret, I received the good news about the FEMA allowing not only A and B, but C, D, and E, and F and G on our reimbursement.
Yeah, and Martin, it's good news. It's an expansion of FEMA assistance, everything from buildings and grounds, utilities, water systems, parks and recreation. And so it helps to ensure that all the impacts of Terrebonne, Lafourche, and other areas are covered by FEMA dollars under the Stafford Act. And so what it does is right now President Dove is focused on so many things, but this effectively puts some of those problems within the federal realm and allows him to focus on higher priorities.
All right, and how many places, I might have missed it because it did break up a little bit, but how many places are y'all planning on visiting today? You're making the whole gambit, aren't you?
We are. We're starting in up in St. Helena Parish, and we're going to end it in Grand Isle. We're going to end up doing a total of 7 different stops. Okay,
very good. Tony, any input for the congressman and congresswoman?
No, thanks for y'all efforts, Garret and Congressman Ledlow. Let's go get some money and finish this thing.
Yeah, no doubt. And
Thank you.
Let me ask you, Congresswoman Ledlow. Let me come back to you. What are you sensing in the people when you stop and talk to them? I know a lot of people are on edge. A lot of people have lost a lot. They've seen a lot. But how are you able to connect compassionately with them and try to give them some words of encouragement?
Well, people are hurting right now, as you know. So we're telling them that we're going to be here for them. We're going to fight in Washington to make sure that they have those recovery dollars that they need. That's reassuring them that help's on the way. And we just want to be a presence and let them know that we're here for them.
Very good. And I know Congressman Graves, you actually sat on with me a few times after Hurricane Barry. You came on early on in this hurricane, and I appreciate your transparency because I have to say this. You come down here quite a bit and come sit on the set, but you've seen these storms. Me and Tony were talking a little while ago, and the parish president, from the ground level to where you are now. So you know the whole process of getting things done. Does that help you when we're trying to get monies down here to the areas affected?
Oh, look, there's no doubt, and you know, there's nothing worse than disasters like a hurricane. Nothing is worse, but I'll tell you, having gone through as many of them as we have, certainly I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of mistakes and had some successes and learned from both of them. And so that's why in this hurricane, one of the things that we're trying to do, and I know that Tony Alford over there, leading the levee district, is chomping at the bit on this. We have got to ensure that projects like the Morganza to the Gulf project, that Upper Barron Carrier project, that those are included in any recovery bill that moves through the Congress. Martin, you might have just seen yesterday, and I know that President Dove and Mr. Alford have the president just released a sort of a draft structure for his recovery bill for Hurricane Ida, and it includes some of these recovery funds, but it does not include funding for infrastructure like Morganza. We've already fired off a letter to him today. I had a long talk with the president when he was in South Louisiana last week about this very issue, and talked about how you can't just tell people, hey, here's your insurance check, go build back your house, without also giving them the confidence that you're going to have flood protection in place, your home's going to be safe, your business is going to be safe, and most importantly, your family's going to be safe. This is going to be a safe place to live, a safe place to invest, a safe place for your family to grow up. And so that's why it is absolutely critical that these things are inextricably linked.
And let me say this, and you're right, the photo ops are over. People in this area are pretty smart. They want to see their reps and their people that they elected on the ground moving. Going to the little spots and taking picture days are over. Thank y'all for what y'all doing. We appreciate it, and keep it running, and we appreciate what y'all are doing on the ground. Thank y'all for joining us today.
Thank y'all very
Thanks,
much.
Martin.
Thank y'all.
All right, and we're going to take a short break. We have Congressman Dirk Guidry on the line. I've been hearing he's doing some pretty good things out there in this district. And right after the break, we're going to be joined live by Dirk Guidry. So don't go away. It's right around the corner.